Okay, so you've got your 2 inches done, and now you're ready to work the decreases and increases. So the first thing I want to show you is I'm done on my back side with my increases and my decreases, and I want to show you what that looks like. So here is my example, okay? So I have all of these little stitch markers here that are showing you, so here is the 2 inches that I knit right here. Okay, then I have the 6 decreases right here. Then I have a little bit of waist right here. And then I have the increases right here. Now you can see that the increases happen a lot more frequently than the decreases do. This is every 1 inch and these are every 1/2 inch. Okay, so right here you can see here's the shaping. So if this is the bottom, okay, this is your hip line coming up to your waist, and then we increase for your rib cage to get back to your bust size, okay? So if you want this to be a little bit longer, then you want to knit a few more inches on your back side before you start the decreases. So if you think about it, the smallest part of you is your waist right here. So get a measuring tape and measure from your waist down, and however many inches that is, then you know how long to knit for. So let's say it's 8 inches or something. So let me show you on here. So I'm just going to pull this out. So this from the waist, which is the smallest part of you, from the waist right here down to the end is about 8 inches. So if you measure from your own waist down and it's 10 inches, then you'll want to extend it right from here. So here's 8, 9, 10. So that means that you want the bottom of this to be 4 inches instead of 2 inches. So instead of knitting for 2, you're gonna knit for 4. Does that make sense? You don't want that waist dropping and that pretty hourglass shape like sitting on your hip or something. Then everything's just gonna look weird. So if you want to add a little length, do it right now before we start the decreases, okay? If you have exactly 2 inches and you like the length the way it is in the photo on the lady on the front, then you're all set and you can begin to do your decreases and your increases. Now we are going to knit until, let me find my pattern here. It says my increase row, so I'm going to do my decreases and my increases, and then I'm going to work even until piece measures 13 inches, okay? So this is what it looks like when it's 13 inches, okay? So you can see from my cast on edge down here up to here is 13 inches. So I am there, and it's not long after you do your increases right here, you just do a little bit more and then you're there. So after you get to 13 inches, look for the video called Odele Cal Shaping the Armholes. Now, if you're a beginner and you need help with the decreases and the increases, stand by, I'm going to show you a demonstration. If you already know how to make one right, make one left, and you know how to knit 2 together and do a slip slip knit, you're all set. I will see you in the next video. Quick demonstration of the increases and the decreases. All right, first I'm going to show you how to do the decreases. So the first one we want to learn is the knit 2 together. Here's one stitch, here's another stitch. We want to knit them together as if they were one. So I'm going to go under both of these stitches at the same time and execute a knit stitch just like that. Okay, now a slip slip knit is very similar, but we're just going to slip these first 2 stitches, okay? So I'm going to pretend like I'm going to knit them, and I'm going to move this one over, then I'm going to pretend like I'm going to knit that one, and I'm going to move that one over. So I've slipped these first 2. Now I'm going to pass them back. So all I've done is really twist these around. Okay, once I've passed them back, I can take my right needle and go through the back loops, okay? And then I'm going to knit those 2 together, and that is a slip slip knit. Now, make one left and make one right. There's a little saying you need to remember, and that is, I'll be right back. When you do a make one right, you start in the back. I'll be right back. I know, it's really silly, but it totally works. So, here we go. Right between when I stretch my stitches out, there's a little ladder stitch right there, okay? That's the one I want to get up on the needle. So if I'm doing a make one right, I want to start in the back. So I'm going to come from the back and I'm going to scoop that guy up from back to front. Now, I don't want to go under this back leg here, that long one, because that's just too easy. So I need to go through the front leg and knit that stitch, and that is a make one right. Okay, and you can tell because this little stitch is leaning to the right there. Okay, so let me knit one. I'll knit a couple. And now we're going to make one left. So that's just the opposite. So again, we're going to pick up this little strand in between here, but we're going to start in the front this time, like that. Now, going through this front leg is too easy because it's the long one, so we want to go through the back one. So I'm going to very carefully go in through the back leg. Scoot up toward the tips here. This one can be hard to get in. Okay, so I'm through the back leg. See that guy? Okay. Now I'm going to knit that one, and you can see that that one leans to the left. Okay, and that is how you do your increases and your decreases. So, see you in the next video.